It's mostly men, I would say, that are giving up on relationships. They feel like the odds are almost stacked against them. I know that people have given up. I know people are tired, and I'm sorry. I'm going to start off by saying, yes, we're living in a society that gives up on people way too quickly, and therefore leaving people feeling like you cannot find loyal people and you cannot build a relationship because everybody's just leaving and running off to the next best option, or somebody that's better looking, or somebody that's funnier or has more money, or whatever the case may be, okay? And honestly, I've always believed that was wrong. I don't go into relationships with this mentality of using people, of trying to benefit off of something that they have, or of a temporary thing just to have fun. I go into relationships wanting to build something real and wanting to build something lasting. I've never believed in the hookup culture. I've never believed in just going to be with people to use them. It's mostly men, I would say, that are giving up on relationships, and I can see why. They feel like the odds are almost stacked against them, legally, financially, socially, societally, morally, whatever. And I understand why. And I understand that there are people out here that are going to just discard, be picky, and it's not right, okay? Some people have such a nerve to just expect so much and have all these high standards, and it's not right. And you guys know that I stand by this because I believe in working with somebody and growing with them. There's probably a reason why I also had trouble making friends that are girls or being around girls in general, because I felt this kind of judgy vibe at times. I believe authenticity matters, and when I talk about not giving up on relationships, it's rooted in my own experiences and convictions, not just words, not just to say what I think people want to hear. It's about showing that I truly believe in the value of perseverance and connection. So the reason I bring up my own beliefs and experiences in these videos is to show you guys, like, I really stay true to what I think, and I'm not saying this to pander to an audience or to act like I'm on your team and yeah, I get you, and when I'm just lying, because what do I gain from this when already me saying that I get where you guys are coming from with giving up is already in like the politically correct or like public opinion. I already makes me look bad too, sort of. And I think this is where the crossfire happens, where we have people who have been hurt constantly and have given up, feeling like I'm lying to them and putting words in my mouth, right? And I think it just stems from a place of hurt, and that's why I just don't take this like those kinds of comments personally when I see them on my channel and other people's channels, because I'm just like, they don't know me, they're gonna forget eventually, and it doesn't really matter because I know the truth. And I thought to myself, I'm like, if people really knew the truth about my situation or how I feel about things or what I've been through, whatever, they would think twice about their opinions on how I see this kind of stuff, because I 100% believe in fighting for people. I believe in being there. I don't believe in running off because it's convenient. I don't believe in that stuff. I believe in growing and evolving and advancing and grow. I really mean this. So that's why I don't take those kind of comments personally, because I know it is just an outward frustration at the current society we live in. And that's why I don't care to explain myself anymore or defend myself. I know that people have given up. I know people are tired, and I'm sorry. And I wish there were more people out there that believed in growing, sustaining, and lasting and loving relationships. I wish, and I'm sad that it's this way. I really am. Life is not about giving up. It's about perseverance. It's about strength. It's about overcoming obstacles, no matter how difficult it is. And that's the thing with this world, where people want instant gratification. People want things to come easily to them. They don't want to put in the hard work, and they just want to give up when things get hard. But I don't want to push my own morals and values too much on people, but I will also stand firm and say that's not right. That's not right to break people's hearts and to run off just because it's getting boring or it feels too safe, or maybe something went wrong. You had an argument. If you really love somebody, you're going to make it work. You're going to try to make it work. You really will. And if you walk away and you really feel like, hey, I don't like this person, I don't want to lead them on, then that's a whole other conversation. But you also have to be careful, because regret you could regret leaving them. I know some people are going to watch this video and expect me to just say really bold things and, get mad at. I don't think people are understanding that this isn't a channel of blame, of like constant pointing fingers and playing like, he said, she said, he did it, she did it. Like, I really am here, and even he, of course, is to try to bridge the gap between people and to stop seeing each other as the enemy. And I know that hurt and pain makes people start to hate and start to get very negative, and that's the problem, where you can't really reason too much. Like, you can share your opinions, and that's why I come on here to share my opinions, but trying to reason with people that are just full with a lot of pain is very difficult. It's very, very difficult. And look, I'm not trying to compare, but like I said, I know what it feels like to have trust issues, to feel like people are going to leave you, but you have to try to work through it. If you're in a relationship, let's say, and you have a lot of trust issues and you're insecure and whatnot, you have to work through it if you want to be with them long term and you love them, because then it's going to crash and burn, and already it's hard to find good people out there, and that's my motto. Like, I'm repeating, don't give up. Don't give up easily. Don't give up on people so quickly, because love is love is worth fighting for. Love is worth the pain and the struggle. And maybe I'm preaching to the choir. Maybe I'm preaching to people that are like, oh, we understand and we're still having trouble. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for what's happening. I'm just looking at it with so much confusion. And maybe it's because I haven't been in the dating scene. Like, I'm not the type of person to go around and meet new people and date. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just not this way personally, just because I get attached easily to people that I really feel connected with and I love deeply, and I can't just go around giving that to 10, 20, 30, 40 people. Like, I can't let people just have my heart like that and then risk something happening. And also, like, I'm very loyal. Like, I'm very monogamous, you know what I'm saying? Very. Yeah, maybe that's one reason why I seem out of touch sometimes, or like, oh, but your experience is not common, and you don't go around, so of course you don't see what's going on. And maybe I don't directly see what's going on because I'm not in these big social gatherings. I don't physically see people getting rejected. I don't really watch street interviews because I don't believe a lot of them, and even if some of them are real, they irk me the way some people act on them. So it's just, it could be that, guys. But at the same time, I do want to say that I really, really value relationships, and I just wanted to make this video. I'm gonna end it here to share my mind. I'm not saying that this is supposed to be some lesson, some advice. It's just to share my mind about these things. And again, I don't know what I'm gonna put the title. I don't know what I'm gonna put for the title, but if you got to this point, thank you very much for sticking around. I may seem a little bit repetitive in my talking points, but I think I need to remind people to just not give up and to try to pull through, and also to try to give people grace, I would say, because we're living in a world where people tend to assume the worst of others and not want to give them the grace that they want themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hypocrisy. That's no bueno. That is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.